Coming up on Instantly Dated, the best toys for Christmas 1983. And is this really Seth Green in an Atari 2600 commercial? Hey, what's up guys? I'm McQ. Welcome to Instantly Dated, the show that sheds light on your fuzzy childhood memories of TV shows, video games, movies, toys, and other cool geek culture nerd stuff. In this episode, I want you to keep your eye out for the Atari commercial that BuzzFeed says has Seth Green in it. Now on to our story. It was the winter of 1983, and your parents just picked up the new Christmas catalog. That means it was time to get down to business and figure out what toys you wanted. If you were like me, you probably gravitated towards the toys whose cartoons and commercials had been burned into your brain earlier that year. G.I. Joe was the first action figure entry in the Sears catalog that year. In 1983, G.I. Joe was in high gear with the headquarters command center. Of all the toys I've ever opened up, I think this was the memory I treasure most, opening up the HQ on Christmas morning. If you got this back in 1983, Excelsior! For those who weren't that lucky, the epic parent fail for that year was right on the same page as the G.I. Joe toys. The bi-level Mountain Fortress set. Memer.
Now you can imagine all the power in the universe. The Masters of the Universe collection.
Also in full effect that year was He-Man. If you didn't get a Castle Grayskull last year, it was a must-have this year. The epic fail on that same page? Castle Zendo. The cheap castle came with rubber figures. I had this one in addition to Castle Grayskull. Obviously, it didn't get much play. I mean, after all, Castle Zendo wasn't ever a beautiful hall of wisdom that was the center of Eternian culture and a storehouse of all knowledge in the universe.
What would you do with all the power in the universe?
But enough with these existential questions. While on this page of the Sears catalog, I gotta give a shout out to Manglores. Rubbery people that the manufacturer claimed could be taken apart and reassembled. Yeah, good luck with that. And Crystar, based on a comic book made by Remco. Definitely one of the coolest looking action figures out there. This year, the Atari 2600 was still hot, and almost the only video game system that I was focused on, but there were lots of choices, like Atari's new 5200, ColecoVision, Coleco Gemini, which could play Atari 2600 games, and Intellivision. My friend Sean Brennan, name dropping, said, I can't even mention Intellivision without talking about how the controls were basically a calculator with a disc that didn't even work most of the time. You're right, Sean. Hey, every console can't achieve the controller perfection of the NES. So if I had Christmas 1983 to do over again, I probably would have asked my parents to dig deep into their wallets and spring for a ColecoVision because it had rad graphics compared to the 2600. Come on, who wouldn't be tempted by this awesome commercial?
This is the arcade experience. We're ColecoVision, and we bring the arcade experience home. With arcade graphics, like Donkey Kong with multiple screens, just like the arcade game. Arcade controls, joystick, fire, and jump buttons. Arcade games, like Turbo, Cosmic Avenger, Venture, with 15 screens. And Saxon, games that let you have the arcade experience. Now you can bring the arcade experience home. Because your vision is our vision. ColecoVision.
Another toy I missed, but was always jealous of, were these Coleco cabinet-looking portable games. I would drool when kids would bring these to school. Hey, that rhymed. And I drooled again when I saw one for the first time in decades at the Retro World Expo back in October in Wallingford, Connecticut. Man, speaking of that expo, if you didn't go to that, you gotta go next year. It was amazing. Well, I'm really interested to hear what you got that year, what you forgot existed from that year, and what you would have asked for now that you know better. So Google the 1983 Sears catalog and let me know. Well, that does it for this episode of Instantly Dated. And you know, toys, video games, and stuff is great for Christmas, but what's really important is friends and family. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Instantly Dated is open 24/7. We never close. Let's talk on social media. I'm at Instantly Dated on Twitter. And you'll find me on Facebook, Google+, and other social media by just searching for Instantly Dated. If you need to get a hold of me, email me at mcq@instantlydated.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification button. Subscribe to the Instantly Dated podcast and follow the show on Daily Motion. If you're interested in sponsoring the show or sending me something in the mail, send an email to info@instantlydated.com. And most important, help keep Instantly Dated going by contributing at patreon.com/instantlydated.
I did it.